Welcome to Foundation Friday. The dedication and covenant of silent unity was signed on December 7th, 1892 by Charles and Myrtle Fillmore, founders of the Unity movement. It is unlikely when they signed this covenant that they had any idea how far-reaching unity would be as it evolved into the church we know and love today. We invite you to join us as we explore and share some of the original ideas, teachings, and writings of the men and women who created the foundation of the Unity Church.
Hi, thank you for joining us today for our Foundation Friday program. Today, we're going to do something a little different. You've heard that from us before. Today, we're looking at the Fillmore Study Bible. Now, we know that Charles Fillmore is a co-founder of Unity, Religion Unity Church, the Unity movement. And he was very interested in metaphysically interpreting the Bible. So that's our foundation, is Charles Fillmore. The study Bible was recently completed, and it's available for you at truthunity.net. Please take a look at all of the wonderful resources that are available for you there. We're going to look at the Book of Obadiah, which is the shortest book in the Bible. And one of the reasons that I was looking at this study Bible is we are considering a metaphysical Bible study, and the Fillmore Study Bible is one of the resources we would use if we went ahead and did that. So, enough chatter. Let's get on with the reading. The Book of Obadiah. Pride, betrayal, judgment, and retribution, spiritually understood. When read literally, Obadiah, the shortest book of the Old Testament, is about pride, betrayal, judgment, and retribution. In this oracle, Obadiah describes how Edom, a people ethnically related to Israel, failed to help when Israel was overrun and at the mercy of the Babylonians. Edom did so because of their own pride. Edom was a wealthy nation. Not only did Edom fail to help, Edom actually profited from Israel's capture. In this oracle, Obadiah envisions that Edom's pride and betrayal will lead to judgment and retribution. But here is another way to read the vision of Obadiah. When read metaphysically, the process of pride, betrayal, judgment, and retribution is an internal process. My sense is that this is how Jesus might have read the oracle. I believe Jesus would have grieved the pride which was all too common then and seems to be all too common today. But when we consider the betrayal, judgment, and retribution described in Obadiah's vision, it is likely that Jesus saw something other than cruelty, pillage, and slaughter. Most likely, he saw betrayal, judgment, and retribution from a perspective of high spiritual understanding and a consciousness of love. A few months ago, I sent out a post entitled, Can There Be Peace and Unity?, which introduced a book, The Anatomy of Peace, Resolving the Heart of Conflict. The book describes a way of being that shifts our focus from culture, institutions, and politics to the experience of sacredness of people, particularly the sacredness of people with whom we cannot agree. The book explains that we cannot get into a consciousness of sacredness of people because we are constantly betraying the guidance of our own higher nature. which we know in unity as our Christ nature. We are, according to the book, in a state of self-deception that leads us to constant self-betrayal. That Edom was prideful and that she betrayed Israel is nothing new. It is a story that we need to remember each Memorial Day when we honor those who gave their life because of our inability to see the sacredness of all people. So here is an interpretation of Obadiah's vision of pride, betrayal, judgment, and retribution from a high level of spiritual understanding. It is based on Fillmore Study Bible annotations for Obadiah, compiled by Eduardo Rodriguez and framed using the anatomy of peace as an internal guide. Pride. Obadiah declares in verse 3, the pride of my heart hath deceived thee. The Fillmore annotation in the Fillmore Study Bible explains that pride in this verse is as follows. Edom was located on higher elevations in the mountain of Seir. Edomites thought very highly of themselves and their superiority to the Israelites. Metaphysically, sense thoughts seem to be more important than spiritual ones, and thus can be easily prioritized. What happens when an opportunity emerges to provide assistance to someone in need? Nearly every day, I'm given the opportunity to help someone with their computer, to give $1 to a panhandler at a stoplight, to praise a minimum wage restaurant worker who messed up my order, to take a phone call from someone who read my blog, to give up a seat for an elderly person, to encourage a kid who needs attention, and to forgive the gal who cut me off in the parking lot. When these opportunities come our way, we then have a choice to follow the guidance of a loving heart or to turn away from someone in need. As the Fillmore annotation says, all too often, sense thoughts seem more important than the spiritual ones and thus can be easily prioritized. We fail to act because it's too easy to follow sense thinking. Betrayal. We might assume that the betrayal in this story is Edom betraying Israel. But take another look at verse 3. The pride of my heart hath deceived thee. Who was deceived? Not Israel. Rather, it was Edom who betrayed herself. Edom was self-deceived by her own pride. Self-betrayal and self-deception are related. We might think that self-betrayal follows self-deception, but that is not the case. According to the anatomy of peace, self-betrayal is a choice to follow sense consciousness. Once made, we shift to justify our choices, and those justifications are in the form of self-deception. Our justifications are self-deceptions that project ourselves from the uneasiness we encounter by choosing to act in cruel or unloving ways. Okay, so that's just a taste. Hopefully, we've whet your appetite of the Fillmore Study Bible, and it is available for you as a PDF on truthunity.net, both the Old Testament and the New Testament. And if you look it up, you'll find that it is very well organized, and you can bring up just the scripture or books that you want to study. So let us know what you think. We read every single comment. Please tell us, are you interested in a Bible study? And if so, when would be a good time? Morning, evening, or night? We're just in the beginning of making this happen for you. And as always, if you know someone who would enjoy this video or is looking for a metaphysical Bible study, please share, like, and subscribe to our video. Thank you so much for joining us. Namaste.
Thank you for joining us, and let's stay connected and grow in spirit. We are on Facebook. Search for Unity Church of El Cajon and follow us and like our posts. You can reach us on YouTube at Unity Church of El Cajon. Please subscribe to our channel, watch our videos, and leave comments which can help us improve. We are on the web at unityofelcajon.org. Email or call our church office to receive our weekly newsletters, which lists all of our activities and opportunities to learn and grow together.